What is a life coach and how do you become one in 2026? Hey guys, my name is Christa Kathleen and I am an MCC coach and founder of the Born to Coach Training Academy. And over the past decade, I have helped hundreds of new coaches confidently step into their coaching practices, become certified, and launch thriving coaching businesses. So if you're feeling this inner pull and this calling that you're meant to become a life coach this year, then this video is going to be perfect for you. We're going to talk more about what a life coach is and isn't, what skills do you need to thrive, and how to move forward with certification this year. So what is a life coach? A life coach is a professional who partners with their client to help them to clarify their goals, overcome obstacles, create new mindsets, and to establish action plans that align with their values at the end of every session. The way I like to think about what a life coach is in the simplest terms, and I explain it to my students in this way, is when someone comes to you seeking out your services, they're at point A in their life. They're struggling with something. Maybe they're overweight, they're not happy in their job, they're not happy in their marriage. They want to get to a new place in life. So then there's point B. Okay, so here's point A and here's point B. And they want to get to point B and they don't know how to get there. If they knew how to get there, they would already be there. So that's what they're seeking you for help, is to partner with them and to figure out what are the obstacles that are preventing them from being at point B. Sometimes they don't even know what point B is, and you have to start by helping them to clearly define point B. And then once they know that, then we got to figure out what resources are lacking, what obstacles are there, maybe externally in their life or internally in their mind. Obviously you're going to be supporting them. What additional support do they need to get to point B? So I think this is the best way to describe life coaching and how to understand it. A lot of times people get life coaches and therapists confused. Therapists diagnose mental health conditions and they're working with people on trauma and issues that are in their past. And life coaches are working with mentally healthy people who are ready to move forward and thrive in their life and help them to focus on the present and the future. And unlike consultants, life coaches don't give advice. They're not the expert. They don't have to be a perfect life guru. Life coaches ask these really deep, thought-provoking questions that help to evoke new awareness and insight and solutions that already resides inside the client. Okay, so let's talk about the path towards becoming a certified professional coach. Now, the first step is you want to get really clear on what is your big why. Now, why do you want to become a life coach? Why do you feel called to help other people change their life? This is the most important part. And if you don't know this part, this is where you want to start. This is going to be your biggest motivated internal form of drive and motivation. That's what's going to keep you going when doubts arise or when the path seems long in front of you or you don't know where to start. Being really connected to that internal why is huge. And I'll share with you my why was that I was miserable as a nurse. I was like, I can't see myself doing this for the rest of my life. And I truly believe that there's something out there that's better for me where I can keep helping people. I was helping people as a nurse, but I wanted to keep helping people in a way that gave me more freedom and flexibility and creativity. And that while doing it, I could also create the life I wanted. I wanted to be traveling all over the world while working with clients and to just have this ultimate freedom, or working from home. And that's what I did. I ended up selling all my stuff. I traveled around the world for 2 years, and I started my life coaching practice while I was traveling around the world, because as long as you have laptop and Wi-Fi, you can work with clients all around the world. The next step is that you want to get trained. You want to go through an ICF accredited coach training school. There's a lot of coach training programs out there. Not all of them are ICF accredited. If they are not ICF accredited, you don't know what kind of quality you're going to get, because it could just be some Joe Schmo off the street deciding tomorrow he wants to create a coach training program. And if it's not overseen by the ICF and audited by the ICF, you don't know if it's actually going to give you what you need. You could be getting scammed or wasting your time and money. So that's why personally I felt safe going through an ICF accredited school. And that's why my school, the Born to Coach Training Academy, is a level 2 ICF accredited program. There is a very in-depth, rigorous process you have to go through to get the ICS name on your school. And there's a reason for that, because they want to make sure that you're setting your school up in a way where the students are going to get a good experience. They're receiving the most up-to-date coaching, education, and knowledge, and that they are teaching the material in a way that adults are best going to learn and receive the material. So if you're interested in learning more about our school, we open up a new cohort every month, accept up to 4 new students each month. So we've got more information about our school below the video. And you can, once you go on the sales page, you can click any of the buttons and set up an enrollment call with me. And we'll talk and we'll chat and help you to figure out if going through our coach training school is going to be the best next step for you on your way to becoming a professional coach. So once you enroll in your coach training school, then you got to start practicing coaching real humans. So just reading books, watching videos, listening to podcasts, this isn't going to make you a good coach. You actually have to practice on real people. I know this can be scary at first, but a lot of new coaches will start off with their friends and their family and people in their inner circle and start off with pro bono clients. And then from there, once they start getting their hours up and their confidence up and they get referrals and testimonials in, then they start branching out and start working with people they don't know and start charging their intro rate prices. So it's a gradual process. In your coach training school, they are going to teach you a proven coaching structure, so you'll know how to coach someone from start to finish, and that you can coach anyone around any type of topic. And so that's what we do in our semester 1. We teach you the ICF Code of Ethics, so you'll practice as a safe and ethical coach, and the ICF core competencies that were originally formulated from positive psychology and adult education, CBT. And then you know what kind of questions to ask and how to structure your sessions in a way that's going to best set your clients up for success. And then also in our school, you get lots of opportunities to coach on the Zoom classes as well. And we go into breakout rooms sometimes, and you get to partner with the other students and practice running through the coaching outline we teach you. And then we also sometimes do it all together in the group, and then you get feedback from me, and you're going to get some of your coaching sessions that you're doing with your peers are going to be observed by one of our trainers. So that way you can get feedback as well to help you keep improving your skill set. And you're also going to do a couple sessions with me where you're going to record coaching calls with volunteers, and you're going to submit the video to me, and we're going to watch the video together. It's going to feel weird. It's going to feel awkward just to yourself coach. But this is really what is going to improve your coaching the fastest, by getting to watch yourself actually coach. Okay, the next thing is you're going to start building your coaching business. So we're going to help you to figure out your coaching niche. You do not need to know your coaching niche before you enroll in coach training school. And the more you coach, the more you're going to get clarity on what your niche is. We always say you don't find your niche starts to find you. So the more you start putting yourself out there and coaching people, it's going to start to become apparent of, this is the type of person I love to coach, and these are the type of topics I really enjoy helping people around. And then you're going to start to put together your signature coaching program, because you have to have something to offer people to help transform their lives. We'll help you to figure out what kind of pricing to put on that to hit your income goals each month or each year. And then you got to figure out your marketing channels There's lots of different marketing channels out there, and you're going to figure out what are the top 1 to 3 marketing channels that you would most enjoy showing up on and creating content, and help you to figure out what type of message to create in order to start attracting your ideal clients and to start enrolling them. Then you got to safely and securely get your business set up, get your LLC registered, get your business insurance, start to separate your finances so that way you don't get audited by the IRS. So again, this is all stuff that we teach you in our semester 2 in the business building side of things for having a successful coaching practice. But then in our business skills labs, we also teach you how to sell. Selling is not really a natural normal thing. Most people have to learn how to sell their services. This is something I did not know when I first came out of nursing school. I knew how to administer medication. I knew how to deliver babies. I knew how to change linens. I knew how to communicate with doctors. I knew how to receive a paycheck in my bank account twice a month for showing up to the hospital and using my nursing skills. No one had ever taught me how to sell my own services and how to promote myself. So this is not something that most people just naturally are born into. They have to go to school to learn these skills. And this is what we can teach you, how to be really confident and great at this, so you know how to talk about your coaching in a way that gets people really excited, and they're like, yes, you're my coach. I want to work with you. I want to sign up with you. And then once you have your business set up, then you're going to graduate from your coach training school, and then you're going to go for your ICF credentials. You do not have to do that at this time, but it's something that we highly recommend to set yourself up for success and give yourself more opportunities to get paid and to be seen as a highly credible coach. It's going to make you stand out from other coaches, and your clients are going to feel safer hiring you when you have those professional credentials behind your name, because they're going to know that you took the time to put your practice hours in and you invested in a good education, and they're going to feel safe working with you. So there's 3 different credential levels. With the ICF, there's ACC, Associate Certified Coach. This is like getting your bachelor's. There's PCC, Professional Certified Coach. This is like getting your master's. And in our level 2 program, you're eligible to go for your ACC or PCC. And then you have to go through a level 3 program to get your MCC, Master Certified Coach. So that's the one I have now. But that takes a lot longer to get. You need 2,500 hours. And like I said, to go through a level 2 and a level 3 program to get that. So how I got into the coaching world is I was a practicing labor and delivery nurse of 5 years, and I felt like this was not my higher calling and purpose, and I was burnt out and my body hurt, and I didn't like doing 12 to 16-hour shifts every week. And I just felt like there was something that I was meant to do more to help people beyond the hospital walls. And so while I was trying to figure out what was next for me, I hired my own life coach. Even though I didn't know that's what she was at the time, I just knew that this woman was going to help me to get somewhere new in my life. And so I worked with her for a year, and she helped me to open up my first business, which was called Stretching for Two. And I created this business where I worked with pregnant women, helping them to get ready for labor. And we would do prenatal yoga together, and we'd do exercises, and we would talk about their fears. And so that way they were just mentally ready to have the best labor experience that they wanted to create for themselves. And that business was going pretty well until I got fired from my nursing job. And then I ended up going through a divorce at the same exact time. So I really felt like the universe was pulling that rug out from underneath me. And as painful as it was to go through all that, luckily I was working with my life coach, and she helped me to see that this was a beautiful, fresh new start that I had at 30 years old. So the next thing I was asking for my life coach's help is, what do I want to do next? And I realized that I too wanted to become a life coach. I loved how much my life was so quickly changing working with my coach, and how she really heard me and listened to me and asked me these beautiful questions in ways that people had never asked me before. And I just remember thinking, I want to get paid to do the work that you're doing with me. So that's when I started scouring the internet and discovered the International Coaching Federation, which is the world's largest accredited body for professional coaches and professional coaching training programs. And I decided that I wanted to enroll in an ICF accredited coach training program to really set myself up for success and give myself good knowledge and education to do this work. And from there, my coaching practice just completely took off. It did take me a couple years to replace my nursing income, but after about 3 years, I was able to do that. So I officially retired as a nurse and became a full-time coach and business owner. And I've now been doing this work for 10 years, and I absolutely love it. I'm obsessed with it. I think that it is the best job in the world to partner with people and to help them to create the life that they really want to have. So I just want to let you guys know, you do not have to have your life completely figured out to be a great life coach. When I was enrolled in life coach training school, I was going through a nasty divorce and I was crying in every single coach training class. But working on that coaching business is what gave me purpose and drive and got me through that really hard time. And then when you're in your coach training school, they're going to teach you the necessary skills in order to help change someone's life. I remember having the same concern training to become a labor and delivery nurse. I had not had my own baby yet, and I was wondering, am I going to be good at delivering other people's babies when I did not personally have that experience? And they always told us, you don't have to have had a baby in order to be able to help people birth theirs. So it's the same thing with coaching, that you are going to, doesn't matter what your age is or what you've been through or what you're currently going through, you're going to learn the skill set in order to best help other people. And just so you guys know, sometimes people will say, do I hire a life coach first or do I go through coach training first? Well, I think you should do both at the same time to get the most bang for your buck. And so we do have an ICF accredited life coach that you're going to get to work with in our program. Her name's Valerie. She graduated from my first class 5 years ago. So she's been personally trained by me. And you get to work with her each month, bringing any personal or business topic that you want. So that way you get to really understand what it's like to work with a life coach and to see how much your own life is going to change working with a coach while you're learning the skill set to help change other lives as well through coaching. And just remember, you don't need to have your niche figured out before you enroll in coach training school. You're going to figure that out while you're coaching other people. And, you know, just life coaching is a niche in itself. And then a lot of people worry, am I going to make money as a life coach? And just so you know, the life coaching industry is a $1 billion industry. Every year, it continues to make more and more money because people are seeing the value in it, and they are investing more in coaches. And I feel that in our near future, at least one person in each household is going to have their own life coach. It's going to become that common, just like therapy has been. More and more companies, some of the top companies in the world, are contracting and hiring on professional coaches to help them work with their employees. There's so much science and research now that's backing up of how beneficial coaching is for helping people to balance their lives, to get healthier, to be happy, to be more productive. So if you're ready to start taking those next steps and to start becoming a professional life coach, the first thing is I would figure out is, what is your bigger why behind wanting to become a life coach at this time? So I'd love to hear your response below, or you can journal it out somewhere else. Second is I have a free Ultimate Get Started checklist for new life coaches. So you can go ahead and download that right here. And this is going to give you a checklist of everything you need to get started coaching people and kind of tell you things that you can hold off or wait getting later on. It gives you the essentials of what to get started. And then you can also hear a coaching demo for me, coaching a real client, so you know what professional coaching sounds, looks, feels like. And then we also give you an outline of the coaching structure that we use in the Born to Coach Training Academy. And then the last step is, if you know that life coaching, that you are born to be a coach, and this is your calling and your next career choice, then I would love for you to book an enrollment call for me. So you can find that link below the video, and we'll chat more about your goals and your vision of becoming a coach. And then I can answer all of your questions about the Born to Coach Training Academy and just make sure it's going to be a really good fit for you.
I don't know where I would be if I didn't take Christa's coach training back in 2021. I was a mess. I was broke. I didn't know what I wanted to do for work. I was dating a shitty guy. And I felt like, who am I to coach people? Like, I was a mess. But me becoming a business owner and helping other people healed me and helped me grow and change my life. And so, yeah, the imposter syndrome definitely went away. And I've been taking Christa's step for 5 years now. Hired her as my first life coach. I took her coach training. I did her Build Your Life Coach in 7 Days course. I did Make Your First 5K as a coach 3-month program.
Oh, wow.
And now I'm in her mastermind program. She's been helping me for 5 years now.
And you're at the retreat?
And Reiki.
Oh, yeah.
And then I've done 2 retreats. I did Reiki level 1. I'm doing Reiki level 2, which has also been a really good part of my healing practice too. So I've done so much. I don't know how much money I've spent on Chris's stuff, but it's changed my life and my business. So.
And look at this amazing shirt that you're wearing right now.
Yeah.
Every coach needs this.
Thank you so much for taking the time to find me and watch this video. I hope that you found it helpful today and that you got to enjoy seeing a little bit of the background of my gym at Lifetime. And make sure to like this video, give it a thumbs up, and subscribe. I release a couple new videos every month, so that way you can keep getting more hot tips and strategies on how to become a successful life coach this year.